Former Pike County Sheriff's deputy involved in a deadly shooting while on duty is charged with murder tonight. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ellie Merritt.
And I'm Cabot Ray. Thanks for being with us at 11. It is the second time in the last week that Joel Jenkins has been charged in a shooting death. This shooting happened in March off Fields Hollow Road. Robert Rooker was killed. NBC4's Dan Perlman went to Pike County to talk with those who knew Rooker.
This is Fields Hollow Road, about 30 minutes west of Waverly. It's dark, just like it was back on March 28th. That's when Robert Rooker, he went by the name Pedro, was driving down the road with two Pike County deputies giving chase. Investigators say those two deputies shot and killed Pedro right over here where this makeshift memorial still sits. Today, we learned one of them, Joel Jenkins, a man who has been in the news for all of the wrong reasons, is now charged with murder.
He was the best guy ever.
That's how Robert Rooker's friends remember him.
In the middle of the night, you could go knock on his door and he would come right out and help you with whatever you needed.
Those closest to Rooker admit 9 months ago Pedro was driving without a license. Investigators told us he was speeding and wouldn't stop for deputies. That's how the chase began. Tonight, no answer at Pike County Prosecutor Rob Junk's office, but in the days right after this shooting, the prosecutor defended the two deputies.
Preliminarily, everything I've seen, it's 100% justified. They acted lawfully. They really didn't have any other choice.
The grand jury, however, opted to indict at least Jenkins for murder and one count of reckless homicide.
I understand as police officers, but you didn't have to unload your guns on him.
Now, Rooker's friends say they're waiting and hoping for justice. The Attorney General's office is expected to release this indictment tomorrow. Stick with us both on air and online at NBC4i.com as more details become available. In Pike County, Dan Perlman, NBC4.
Now, here's what we know about the night that shooting happened. Sheriff's deputies say they tried to pull Rooker over for speeding, but he would not stop. Pike County Prosecutor Rob Junk says that at some point, Rooker ran the deputies' cruisers with his truck and tried to hit them. They chased him, a chase that ended with gunfire near a creek. Rooker's family says he was trying to get back home. The deputies' cruisers did not have dash cams.
And Jenkins is also charged with involuntary manslaughter and reckless homicide in a separate deadly shooting. Investigators say that Jenkins was off duty and intoxicated when he was showing a handgun to a neighbor last week. That gun went off and killed 40-year-old Jason. Years as an officer. He has worked as a prison corrections officer, a Washington courthouse police officer, and as a deputy in Fayette and Pike counties. He resigned from his job in Fayette County, citing personal reasons. Sheriff Vernon Stanforth tells NBC4 that Jenkins wasn't a good fit and his performance wasn't satisfactory. Jenkins was reprimanded for hitting a pedestrian in a crosswalk with his cruiser and commended for helping to capture a jail escapee. He was hired as a Pike County Sheriff's deputy in 2013 and fired after this most recent shooting. And to see all of the stories we have done on Jenkins and these shootings, just head to our website, NBC4i.com, search Joel Jenkins.